What is up, guys? It's SteelCat here. I'm back with a video, but instead of montage, it's a tip video. So hope you enjoy. Peace. Okay, so for this one, all you're going to want to do is like a regular 90. This is streamer 90 right here. That's like supposed to be a streamer 90, like what some people call it a streamer 90. And then you're just going to follow up with a regular one. Just like that. But sometimes you get like a jump fatigue, so you can go like 1 or 2 out, and then you pop like 1, 2, or like 3 90s, and then you start getting jump fatigue. Okay, I'll show you right now. Jump fatigue and like 3 jumps. So usually what you do is you like pop like 1, 2, or 3 90s, and then once you start getting jump fatigue, like 1, 2, 3, and then you start getting jump fatigue. So usually what you do is you do like what most people do anyways, they do the 3 90s, and then they do like, after the third 90, they like ramp up once. Just like that. But that is your first tip. Right, tip number 2 is easy. All you gotta do is like take the time to practice. So like what you're gonna do is you're gonna start your island, you're gonna go down. After you get into your island, you're gonna start the game, you're gonna go down all the way to your island. And then what you're gonna do, you're gonna pull your building menu out, and you're just gonna start running around doing 90s and all that. There are a couple other maps that you can do for like your aim that I'll try and put a couple in the description. But all you're gonna do is like literally run around and do 90s. There's a couple videos if you want to search up like certain ways to 90, certain tricks to do with like 90s, like during cones, like where you do a double 4 cone edit. Those are advanced. Like you want to practice, take your time, get used to what you are, and then like do advanced stuff like edits, like kind of like this. But there's a couple people like Tifu. He does like this whole routine with building and editing before he plays competitively in like arena and all that, like Cash Cup. All he does, he just runs around. So just mess around with it. Take your time, practice. This does take time. It's not an instant thing overnight. So take your time. Alright guys, tip number 3 is all about sensitivity. Sensitivity is really important because it's like your speed on how you turn. But you can edit your graphic sensitivity, then you can edit your game, and then you can go into controller options where your sensitivity is. If you go all the way down to the bottom, there is look input curve. I have mine on linear, but you can also use exponential. Then there's the curve, like the strength of aim assist. Then there was the volume, and then if you go into accessibility, there is the colorblind. I use visualize sound effects because I do not have a surround sound headset, so visualize sound effects shows me where like people are. But then you can go on keyboard controls if you were on keyboard and mouse and put your keybinds in there. And then if you're on controller, I highly recommend custom. Some people like to use old school builder. I don't know why. I don't need to know, but it would be nice. But so put that in the comments. But if you go on Builder Pro, it's like highly efficient because certain things, when you press a button, it'll place certain things for like Builder Pro. So when you're building, LT will be your ramp, RT would be your wall, and LB would be your cone, RB would be your floor. And then you just press B to cancel out of that. But if you use custom, you can choose when your edit bind, what your edit bind is, and like what your reset is, all that. It's a lot more efficient because then you can get used to what your controls are and everything else. But that is literally your sensitivity. Like, just take your time. Like I said in the last tip, take your time. You'll get used to it eventually. For the final tip number 4, I highly recommend trying solo squads or solo duo squads. I recommend this because in certain situations you'll have like a simulation of like being pinched between 2 solos and like basically being taken off. Like it's just a lot more fun as well because it's just a lot more to look out for and all that. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Peace.